Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Spanj and today I want to try and build a boat. New boat, little boat, something that big-ish, but with guns on it that can destroy that station that killed me. That station that I think is over there somewhere, in that general direction. But actually the waypoints have disappeared. But you can see in the top left, as per the last episode, I've got these two tasks. Disable turret 1 and disable turret 2. Now the last time I took a ship up against those two turrets and blew it to smithereens, but then it was a single cockpit right at the front, barely enough components to maneuver, and a single Gatling. I want to build something maybe that's got a little bit more oomph, a little bit more firepower, and a little bit more armor. Now I'm still conscious of the fact the resources are limited, but I do want to use some heavy armor blocks, so I'm going to line some of those up. In here we got yes, hello Gizmo, thanks for interrupting the recording as usual. Okay, what was I saying? Bloody hell. Right, we've got some heavy armor blocks with the random ones, with the slopey ones and the corner ones. So that should be good. Okay, I've also lined up on my other pads here, so if I do control 2, I've got light armor, cockpit batteries, cargo boxes, missiles, a beacon so I can find it, gyroscopes, some conveyors, some engines, a landing gear, and some Gatlings, and then the heavy blocks that I was just talking about. So I think what I'm not sure on is how to start this thing. That's the main thing. I think I can throw some blocks down and generally figure out what needs to be done. But with stuff that's just been floating in space before, if I've sort of accidentally bumped into it, it goes hurtling off into space and I've got to catch it. And I don't really want to have to do that with something that I'm trying to build. So I'm going to try, because the problem is if I put a landing gear here, it turns into a large grid landing gear, obviously, because I'm pointing at a large grid. So I want this to be a small grid. So I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I'm kind of hoping that gravity is going to make that fall to the ground. Yep. There goes that plan. Maybe if I do it a little bit closer, it will work. I don't want to do it right there, but maybe if it's right on the surface there, I don't know if it will lock or not. Maybe if I jump on it. Well, I'm flying into it and it's not moving. That's a good sign. That is hopefully locked to the ground and is not going to go anywhere. So hopefully that's going to allow me to build the rest of it on top of that. Because that's really where I want to start. I want to start with the little landing gear there and then build from that. I don't really think this thing needs to be overly complicated. Essentially, I just need some armor and some guns in a reasonably flyable condition. Certainly not going to spend a hell of a lot of time on making it look pretty and stuff. They're eating through my energy quite quickly at the moment. That might be the elite stuff that I'm flinging out there, I don't know. Anyway, as per usual, I'll sort of base my methodology on Imperial, probably. Even though this is a completely different game, it's probably not going to work. Start with the biggest stuff, rotating it correctly. Start with the biggest stuff, and then work your way up, I guess. So, cockpit's pretty big. The only drama with that is I don't know where the connectors are on that from just that view, so I might need to do a bit of building as I go. The other option is, of course, I do take this into creative mode and do it that way instead, because I did play with a projector over here. Anyway, I haven't quite got that far yet, so there we go. Okay, so we know giant connector on the back, small connector on the front, because the other issue is these things here have this huge connector, and the front is there, obviously. Is that the front or the back? Which way round is it? I don't want them to fly backwards. That way round. Right, okay. Except now they've turned again. This makes it very difficult. That's the back. That's the front. Okay. So I might need to put these on their sides. Ultimately, these are the most awkward sort of things to fit, I think. So having them sorted out early on is going to be advantageous. It's just like rotating them in place. Maybe let's worry about these later. Let's get a cargo box attached to this here. So we're going to need a cargo box. We're also going to need some batteries. I think I want, like the ships I currently have, I would like these to be sort of visible so that I can see what charge they have active at the moment. So I'm going to put one there, and I'm going to put one rotated around one way or another, that way. I'm going to put the same on the other side, and I think symmetry mode, based on the sort of session that we did the other day in creative mode, I think we can set symmetry up. Can we do that? Symmetry. Oh. There we go. Symmetry. And then I come off of it and look at it, and then it's still in place. Yes, it is. So if I place a block. Oh, hang on. Okay, so I can't get symmetry to work here. I'm pressing the N key and absolutely nothing is happening whatsoever. I seem to have set the symmetry plane, but that doesn't work. So I guess for the time being, until you guys let me know what the hell it is I'm doing wrong, we're just going to have to put up with that. Never mind. Moving swiftly on. Right, 5. We need a connector here. This is a big connector. That's the kind of sort of thing that I want, but I don't really want a sorter that big. I just want a tube. A conveyor frame is good. I like the conveyor frame. That's helpful. So what on earth have I just attached that to? It isn't the cargo box, is it? That's a battery. This is how it's going to go, ladies and gentlemen. This is how it's going to go. Just so you're aware, all expectations are met. This is what it's going to be like. Okay, I think the frame is good, and then I want a junction on the end of it. But that's massive. That is huge. I don't want something that massive, do I? Also, I kind of wanted the cockpit to be at the back of this thing, but the way this is going, it's going to be at the front. But okay, well, maybe I need to rethink this design then. Instead of the cargo box being next to the cockpit, what I need to do is put the conveyor junction there. Why is this such a massive junction? It is absolutely enormous. There we go. Let's do it that way so that we've got large junctions on either side, like that. We can then put a frame either side, like that. We could put our cargo box on the back as a kind of that's the very back of the ship. This is going to be bigger than I thought, isn't it? Yes, I realise I may have bit off more than I could chew. Building this in survival mode may not be overly wise. Let's put a couple of batteries back here. There. And subsequently there. Well, we've already got 2 batteries at the moment. We're going to need some more than that. I think I want probably 3 or 4 batteries. And well, already it's twice as big as I had intended it to be. So yeah, leave it with me. I'm going to throw some more stuff down and see what happens to this thing. It's probably going to grow to be huge. Hopefully I can prevent that, but we'll see. Yeah. This is going to be interesting, but it's probably going to take me a lot of backwards and forwards, so I'm not going to trouble you guys with that. Once I have a basic frame, without any hull, I'll come back to you and we'll see what we've come up with. Okay, so I think I've got the basics installed. I'm not entirely sure this is the final product. These engines that I've got at the front here just seem to be absolutely begging to be taken off. So I might put some backup reverse thrusters at the back of these batteries a bit further back, just in case these ones are lost. My hope is that incoming fire will hit this nice armoured nose cone, ignore the cockpit completely, maybe shoot at these gats on the side here, but ultimately leave these rockets alone long enough for me to get some well-placed shots out. But yeah, I haven't put any of the armour or flare on. Let's put this stuff together, see if I can get it to actually fly around a bit and be a bit stable, and then I can put the hull on, the light armour hull bits, at least on the back and the sides here, and make it look a bit jazzy, maybe. we'll try for jazziness, but let's not hope. Dare not to hope for jazziness. Okay, so weldiness. We should probably start with these batteries. I think I've got a bunch of stuff in my inventory already.
Energy low.
I keep running out of energy seriously quickly. Like every single time I seem to start recording, I am running out of energy, and I don't know why. I haven't got my antenna on. I've got my torch on. I don't know. Does that seem to drain it quicker than normal? I mean, it's not a problem, but it's just annoying having to go back to this thing every 2 minutes, it seems, to recharge the soup battery. Can I put solar panels on my head? Does that work? Maybe I just got spoiled a bit by running in creative mode and not having to do this every 3 seconds. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to offload everything I've got on me into the box, and then we're going to do this by build planner. So let's do the batteries first. I don't know if I've got the power cells for this. We shall see. I don't know, can you click 4 times on the same thing? Does that count? Or do I need to click on each individual one? 4 things, 4 batteries. Obviously I won't be able to take it all. Let's see how much we can do. 1 battery. 2 battery, ha ha ha. That's about as far as it's going to go, isn't it? Okay, let's see if we can take the next round of stuff. All components were successfully withdrawn. Okay, we've got batteries. Excellent. We have got a cockpit as well, which is fantastic. Right, batteries. Good. Let's do gyros next. Gyro. Okay. Component successfully added to production. We need to wait, but I want to build. Anyway, I'm going to weld the rest of this, and we'll see if we can get it flying. Okay, I think we've got thrusters in all directions now. Let's see if we can go. Let's first of all attach our thing to number 3 here, switch lock. We should have got weapons, missiles, and the GATs in there, although they're not complete yet. Can we play? Yes. Gyroscopically, she's mobile. Now that she's in the air a bit, we should be able to mess with the body a little bit more, I think. That's definitely a euphemism right there. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I might get rid of these forward-facing thrusters from what will be, I suppose, some kind of vertically aligned wing type thing. Something, I don't know. Yeah, I might put these down the side of the cockpit, something so they're a little bit more cozy with everything else, and then continue my wing type thing idea that I had. So instead of where they are, maybe I can put one forward and then one backwards. They're still staggered in that way. Forward, backwards. And then if I complete these 4 before I take the other 2 over, 2, 3. Still have loads of components left in there. I can take the other 2 off, and the ship still, with the inertials on, I can still bump into it, then it doesn't matter. Oh crap, what did I just dismantle a bit of? Finish that back up. Nothing happened. It's fine. These grinders are really overzealous. Very quick, don't get me wrong. Just a tad on the zealous side. Anyway, I think that's everything. Cargo box for the ammunition. The connector so we can recharge it. Thrusters in all directions. Missile launchers tucked down the side, well cheeky like. GATs on the side but fronty bits. I've got a lot of armor to place. On the front, I'm just going to put heavy. On the tips of these wings, I'm going to put heavy, but everywhere else is just going to be light. To try and keep the weight down. Ultimately, I need to disable 2 turrets. And hopefully, the ammunition that I managed to acquire from past missions is going to be enough. Let me just check. Is that in here, or is that in the ship? I think that's in the boat. Let's have a look in the boat. 1 second. Oh, is it in the boat? Yeah, here we go. 10 missiles. I've got 10 missiles to do this. And 22 times 25 times 184 millimeters. Okay. A bit of ammo then, essentially. And some med kits. Power kits, I'm not sure. I assume that recharges my suit power. I might take those with me as well. We shall see. I might leave that all in the ship and see if this little fighter is actually effective first of all before I then start burning through consumables. Anyway, let me put this together and I'll come back to you guys in a moment. Okay, I think we are about there. I'll introduce you guys to the Goldwing. This is well, it's a light fighter that's probably grown a bit beyond the word light, I would think. But yeah, it's got some extra padding on the sides. 2 rockets, 2 gats. Let's take her for a spin, actually. I haven't actually taken her for a spin. She's only got these little engines, and I'm slightly worried that her performance as a result is going to be lackluster at best. Yeah, this is what I feared. She's pretty sluggish with these tiny little ion thrusters, and I think what I'm going to have to do is double up at least on forwards and sideways. I'm not sure how I'll get in any more reverse ones without interfering with the rocket launchers, or I could eat into those mid panels a little bit more, I guess. But yeah, I think we're definitely going to need to add a little bit more thrust capacity to her there. Ooh, just about stopping in time there. Apparently, up is okay. Okay, so back should be fine. That should be easy enough to add another 4 thrusters in here. We just take these panels off the back, no problem. Obviously, all this is going to eat more fuel, is the only drama. But then I only need her for a short amount of time. Like I say, enough to take those turrets off, and then pretty much done. And then anything else is taking out targets of opportunity if I need to. Let's see. This is going to double our forward momentum. Should be reasonable. I can possibly even double up the side. I need to take out 3 lots of panels. Can't actually remember what's the 3rd panel in. Something just fell off. Ah, I think the landing gears have just fallen off. That's fine. I can strap them back on in a minute. Take the other one out ahead of time as well. So yeah, I think I can, looking at it, double at the side thrust as well. We have a big hole in the side. All these thrusters are going to be grouped together. Not sure if this is a good idea or not. So what we're here to find out. Ooh, dear. Nearly destroyed the old missile launcher there. Or whatever that is. It is the missile launcher. A little bit more. There we go. Okay. 7, please, sir. Okay, okay, what does that look like underneath? Yeah, this reverse might be an issue. It's cool, I can just turn the ship around when I need to stop. And just go around in circles until all the other thrusters have stopped it. I needed to put something on top of these batteries on the top without increasing the height overall, so I put some glass over them. They're sort of protected from the side by this little wall here. Right, let's see if that, I mean, up and down I haven't increased or decreased any. That's staying the same. Up and down is too massively important. And what I want to make sure is that she goes forward and sideways at reasonable velocity. And already that's definitely a marked improvement, but it's still sluggish. Not the best, but will it do? I think it might. I think it might. It's going to be tricky until we get there. I don't know. And obviously I need to survive long enough in order to be able to see what the hell I'm shooting at. In order to disable those two turrets. Anyway, that's the plan. Let's plug her in and charge. Because we're going to need a bit more juice than what's currently available in this thing, I think. Meanwhile, while it's doing that, can I see what I'm doing, please, game? Definitely more maneuverable than anything else I've got, I think. And that's good. Let's switch lock. 4 is really lock. Right, okay, let's see. We got rid of that. I don't know what that is. Let's get rid of the... Oh my god, what the hell? All these connectors, because now I'm connected. I don't know which one is the right one. Good god. And now I've... now I've connected. Oh dear. Oh dear, I don't know which one is right now. I mean, everything in white here is going to be... I want to see local stuff. Is that possible? Connector. Throw out, show on HUD. I want to unlock. There we go. And let's go forward a bit. Let's do this off a dock. Off of the lock here, so we can actually do this. Dock again, please, Squire. There we go. 3. Set all batteries to recharge.
Fuel.
Turn that off. Okay. Who just said no fuel? And it better not be you down here, Mr. Reactor person. No, it's not you down there. Right, okay. Who said no fuel? Why did you say no fuel? An outrage. Okay, well that's charging. We'll put the ammo in when we get back. What I need to do now is go and get some more ice. As I always need to go get some more ice. My oxygen tanks seem to have charged reasonably well. But obviously I need to still fill that H2 tank because I am only running on this bottle of hydrogen here, and that seems to be it. So yeah, while that's doing that, I'm going to go get some more ice. Bunsies. That'll be mine now. Okay, I have a somewhat serious issue. I've put ammunition into the cargo box, but subsequently the guns seem to be unable to fire if I try and manually move, which I shouldn't need to do anything out of this cargo box. Other than the connector, it can go nowhere. So I'm slightly concerned that this little conveyor frame thing here isn't actually a conveyor at all, and or it's in the wrong place. I'm not sure. I don't see how I could get it wrong, really. It seems to all snap together. I do not understand what I have done and why it is not working. Anyway, it occurs to me that the overall need here is that I need to shoot stuff. God damn it! Am I gonna have to manually load these things in? Oh, this is a waste of bloody time and effort and money, isn't it? Because I can access the Gatling directly. I could put some ammo in there. It's only gonna carry that much though. Oh dear. This is a disaster waiting to happen, isn't it? The rocket launchers, however, I don't think I can access directly without removing something. Just about see the thing, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it. Oh, I can do it that way. Okay. They can take 4 rockets each. Jesus Christ. This is not going to end well. Why will the conveyors not work inside this thing? I should have tested that. I tested the flyiness, but I didn't test the goddamn conveyors connect. Just assume they would. Firing test. One Gatling, not the other Gatling. Okay. Seems legit. Why not the other Gatling? Whoa! Ha! Missiles do fire. It's good I was pointing that direction when I pulled the trigger right, so because I had... Oh, I don't understand now. So they're linked to what? They're linked to mouse 1 now because I have them selected. Right, okay, that's going to be interesting. Righty ho, boys. I think we're in a suicide run on this thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a blueprint of it. Save it as small grid, I guess? Sure. Sure, is that all I need to do? Is Control B and that saves it. Fair enough, right, fine. Let's top up on some oxygen and la-di-da-di-da. I have an assault rifle but no ammo. So that actually comes with no ammo. Well, at least I can throw it at them if it comes to it. Okay. Oh, I need to get rid of the miner off the bottom of this thing. Okay, well, I'm going to load all this up and come back to you when we're ready to hit the station. Die, probably. Well, it's that time. It's that time. I can see the SPAT facility. I have to disable turrets 1 and 2. I need to get him within sort of 800 meters of this thing. I can't really zoom in on it, is the only drama. I'm leaving my ship safe distance this time from the facility. I've put a waypoint on it as well, so I don't even need to turn its beacon on to find it again. And I'm just going to approach this thing quite slowly at the moment. I'm hoping that I can just turn the signals off and get a better view on what's going on. I wish I could zoom in, but there we go. Let's just pick up the speed a little bit. I don't know what tactic to use here, whether to go in full speed, side strafe the damn thing like I would in Empyrean and try and dodge those missiles, or whether to sort of snipe at it at max range and hope to hit something. I'm figuring, because I can't really see what it is I'm going to be shooting at from this distance. I hope that that becomes more clear as I approach that 800 meter mark. I should probably start slowing down. About to break a kilometer. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. Where are the turrets? I think there's one on the top and perhaps one on the bottom. Obviously I need to pick on one at a time. Let's do this. Let's just do this. Okay, we're breaching that 800 meters mark. Taking fire, Captain. One turret down. One turret down, I think. Taking a lot. I think I'm done. I think I'm done here. This thing is covered in turrets. There's not just one turret on this thing, there's loads of turrets on this thing. I think I need to get above it. Or not, I don't know. There's just so many guns on this thing. Where are they all? I can't even see them. I'm crashing. That was my technique all along. It's just crash into the damn thing. I think there's a gap on the bottom actually. I think I could see it now. I got the one on the top. I definitely got the one on top. Now I've got no guns. I think all the rocket launchers, everything's gone. Oh, is this thing still functioning? Oh, that's a credit to the design there, isn't it? It still moves. It's still working. Okay. Well, now that I'm here, I mean, I got rid of my elite welder and stuff. I've just got the basic one, but I think you guys said something about just welding your way in, or grinding your way in, sorry. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, there might be an internal turret here, and I've got no assault rifle. And I think those things hurt. Well, oh, let's not go lower than that. Internal wall. We've got the door, and this is probably where we're going to have a turret pop out and kill us. No assault rifle, no guns to speak of whatsoever. Okay, just step back a second. Assess the sitch. I'm upside down. Sitch is, I see blocks. I can see a thing. That's the doors. I've got batteries either side of me. If I take the batteries out, will that shut the thing down? Damn thing is still online. Okay. Easy does it. Easy does it. Gently does it. I believe there will be a control block or something along those lines that will allow me to take control of this place. That's the gravity generator. I'm currently floating. Very pensive. There's a control station. Cargo container. This is just a passage. This is great. Love a good passage. As much as the next guy, obviously. But how the frick do I end this thing's existence? This is a medical room. That's an air vent back there. Okay. I've taken the batteries out. There's a cargo box upstairs. There's a control panel here. There's this thing, which I can't get into. But now, if I take it down to below functional hack and then bring it back up again, this allows me to get into it. I can then access the control. I can then transfer to nobody. Are you sure I want to change owner to nobody? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then I want to change it to me. Yeah, it's mine now, right? Including the one remaining turret. Where is it? Where is it? I don't know where it is. I can't see it. Gatling turret. Access denied, access denied, access denied. Son of a bitch. The Gatling turret is still a problem. The buttons, the beacon, air vents, cryo chambers, everything I need to grind down and back up again, I assume. The large container, medical room, sliding doors, solar panels, timer blocks, access denied. Oh, okay, well, there we go. Apparently I still need to grind everything down and access it again. So, okay, well that's fine. Fine now, right? Yeah. Yep. Nothing in it, that was a shame. Okay, I don't really care about the cryo chambers, but I might care what's behind them. I'm going to fill my inventory right up. There's a conveyor system, medical room, air vent, there's a conveyor, there's a conveyor. Let's dump all this stuff into the cargo box that I've just unlocked for myself. I wanted to see if I could find a way to get to that turret from underneath and then grind it down from underneath. Let's get rid of this conveyor. I see a turret. You have to be quick here. Is this the turret? Oh, this is the turret. I would say it's the turret. Hello, Mr. Turret. Enjoy floating. That's a gyroscope, that's not the turret. Where the bloody hell am I? Where's the damn turret? Am I on the top? I am on the top as far as I was concerned. The bottom... That's a wheel. Where the hell is... Oh, there's a turret right there, look. Let's get rid of this container. And then that turret will float off into space. Toodaloo! Ha ha ha! Yes. I defeated it. I am a champion. I defeated it with a grinder. But it worked. It worked, damn it. Where the hell did that go? Where was it? Up here, yeah. And this is a Gatling turret? It is my Gatling turret now. Yeah, see, that is still access denied. Well, not for long, buckaroo. I will take your components for my own, thank you very much. Given the amount of damage that these two Gatling turrets did, I think small grids against bases is perhaps not the best approach. And actually, what I should probably do is get myself a combat-worthy large grid. Anyway, there we go. I have won. I am victorious because, you know, all I need is a grinder and a means to get to the base, and I'm good. I'm good, and I'm happy with this. This is excellent. And we will see if we can get a large grid in and go and troll all the other alien pirate crap that's around. Anyway, for now, I must find a way to get my completely and utterly trashed small grid. Although it's still working, somehow this thing still functions to some degree. It's still got left, right, forward, backwards, up, down. It's got all directions still. Amazing. I might repair that one. Well, I can't, but yeah. I will limp it home. I will limp it home and then dismantle it and start again to try and figure out what was going on with those conveyors. As always, comments are welcome down below. Help me out. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.